Tonight, you will lie down in a dark, quiet room, close your eyes, and your brain will refuse to cooperate. It will replay a conversation from 3 years ago. It will wonder if you left the stove on. It will generate a list of every mistake you have made since the age of 14. And somewhere around 2 a.m., you will stare at the ceiling and ask yourself the same question millions of people ask every night. Why can't I just sleep? The answer your doctor gives you is probably stress, maybe screen time, maybe caffeine, and those things matter. But none of them explain the full picture, because the real reason you can't fall asleep at night goes back hundreds of thousands of years, to a version of you that had no ceiling to stare at, no mattress to lie on, and a very good reason to stay alert in the dark. Your brain was not built for the bedroom you sleep in. It was built for the savannah. Think about what sleep actually requires. You have to go completely unconscious. You have to surrender awareness of your surroundings entirely. You have to make yourself vulnerable, motionless, and helpless for roughly 8 hours, while the world continues without you. For most of human history, that was one of the most dangerous things you could do. And your brain has never fully forgotten that. Anthropologist David Sampson at the University of Toronto has studied sleep across multiple human societies that still live without artificial light, including the Hadza of Tanzania. What he found was striking. These groups do not sleep in long, unbroken blocks the way sleep scientists once assumed all humans naturally would. They sleep in overlapping shifts. They wake frequently. They stay at low levels of alertness even during rest. And almost never is every single person in the group deeply asleep at the same time. That is not insomnia. That is ancient security. Your ancestors did not sleep alone in sealed rooms. They slept in groups, in the open, near fire, with predators real and close. The brain that kept someone half alert at 3 a.m. was not a broken brain. It was a survival machine doing exactly what it was supposed to do. Every time you jolt awake for no apparent reason, every time your mind starts scanning for threats the moment your eyes close, that is the same system switching on. It just has no lion to find. Here is something that most people do not realize. The idea that humans should sleep in one long 8-hour block is actually quite new. Historian Roger Kirch spent decades combing through historical documents from medieval Europe and found overwhelming evidence that people before artificial lighting routinely slept in 2 separate periods. A first sleep, lasting several hours, then a waking period of 1 to 2 hours, then a second sleep until morning. They called it the watch, or the dorveil in French, a word that means roughly the space between sleep and waking. People used that middle hour to pray, to read by candlelight, to have sex, to visit neighbors, sometimes just to lie quietly and think. This was not insomnia. This was the default human sleep architecture. And then the Industrial Revolution came. Artificial lighting extended the usable day. Work schedules demanded a single consolidated sleep window. And almost overnight, the natural 2-phase pattern was erased from cultural memory. The dorveil disappeared. And suddenly, waking at 2 a.m. felt like a malfunction rather than a feature. Psychologist Russell Foster at the University of Oxford, one of the world's leading researchers on circadian rhythms, argues that modern sleep problems are in large part a mismatch between the biology we inherited and the world we built. Your circadian system, the internal biological clock that governs when you feel alert and when you feel tired, evolved over millions of years in response to sunlight. Not LED panels, not phone screens, not office lighting that runs at the same brightness from 8 a.m. to midnight. Real sunlight, which shifts dramatically across the day and drops completely at night. When light hits your retinas, it suppresses melatonin, the hormone that signals darkness to your brain. The problem is that your visual system cannot distinguish between the blue spectrum light from a phone screen and the blue spectrum light from the midday sky. As far as your biology is concerned, scrolling through your phone at 10 p.m. is the same as standing outside at noon. Your brain concludes that it is not actually nighttime. It holds off on sleep. And you lie there wondering why you are exhausted but wired, but it goes deeper than light. There is a structure in your brain called the amygdala. It is ancient, it is fast, and its primary job is to scan your environment for anything that could threaten your survival. During the day, your prefrontal cortex, The part of your brain that reasons and plans and applies context keeps the amygdala in check. It says, the sound you heard was a car, not a predator. The weird sensation in siadezake